What is going on, my most precious of pruners? I sure do love you. Mwah. Boop. Welcome to the farm. We have got a couple of really unseasonably warm and dry days here coming up, so I want to get some chores done. Hey folks, this is Casey and I'm One Mellow Marigold. Welcome to my cutie little hobby farm. If you've been hanging around for a hot minute, you will know that I have got apple trees, in addition to a couple of cherry trees. And those fruit trees were not maintained well at all by the previous owners of this property. So over the last 2 years, I've been doing some heavy pruning and heavy spraying to try to get them into shape. And I'm hopeful, I'm really hopeful that this is going to be the year for apples. The Captain Jack's Orchard Spray is what I'm going to be using today. Now later in the video, I'm going to call it horticulture oil. This is not horticulture oil, and I'm sorry in advance. This is Orchard Spray. I have a 2-gallon sprayer, and so I'm putting 5 fluid ounces of the product into the sprayer. Then I'm going to get it all filled up with water, kind of roll it, shake it around so it gets well combined. At the time I was doing this particular project, I was learning about a whole bunch of different, and I was kind of thinking about horticulture oil, but I ended up going with the Orchard Spray instead. So there you go. Now I'm grabbing my ladder. We're walking on over to the orchard and let's get this moving. Okay, I'm ready to start spraying. It's a little windier today than I would like it to be, but quite frankly, I would hate to lose a couple of dry days in a row because that's what we really need. I need to be able to spray the trees at a time when it's going to be able to dry for a little while. So I've got 2 whole days before the next water push comes through. So this is a great time to do step 1. Now, as the years go by, I'm learning a little bit more about how to care for my trees. And this year I'm going to be upgrading my preventive sprays. So I'm learning a lot more about using the right sprays at the right times throughout the year. Last year I was using copper fungicides, and my goal was to just get it on the trees to help take care of some of the rust disease that my trees had. And my goal was to just get it on the trees before buds started popping open, right? So we didn't disrupt the pollinators or anything like that. And it's done a good job. The copper fungicide has done a great job both on my cherry trees and on the apple trees. But I'm still getting disease, and I know that I can do more. So because the trees are still dormant, it's still winter time, they're still shut down, their buds are not swelling and getting ready to open just yet, I'm going to be doing a horticulture oil spray this time. We're going to give them a good solid spray. Horticulture oil and copper fungicide will sort of help with some of the same problems, but I don't want to have to use more copper fungicide and put more heavy metals back into the earth than I necessarily have to. So we're going to start with horticulture oil this week. We're going to give it a couple of weeks to do what it's going to do. Then we're going to come and look at the trees again. And before the buds start opening, then we're going to do a copper fungicide spray. Then after that, we're going to leave the trees alone until they have bloomed, the flowers have opened, the pollinators have done all the awesome stuff. And once that period is done and the petals have fallen down, then we're going to use neem oil spray and possibly try out some baking soda sprays too. We're going to get apples this year. I'm just... And if you want to see some videos of my journey with the apple trees so far, I did the thing with the links. Okay, let's get to spraying. Ooh, and I'm going to cover myself up a lot too. Oh. Apple trees all done, and so I'm going to hit up the cherry trees next. And there you go. We're all done. We got all the things sprayed. I'm really happy that we got that done. Obviously, you might notice that my ladder isn't very tall and I don't get up very high on it. That's me. That's a heights issue I have. But so I'm not able to get everything right up to the tippy top of the trees, and it's just life. It's just life. Eventually, the height of the trees is going to come down as they keep pruning them over the years, and so it'll be easier to manage the tops as well as the bottoms, but that's where we are for right now. You just do your best, right? Who cares about anything else? Anyway, I'm happy to be outside here, getting some sun in. We're gonna have like 5 more days of rain and crappy slush and all of that in a couple of days, so I'm just gonna soak up the sun for as long as I got it. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'm gonna talk to you real soon, okay? I'm not kissing. Anyway, love you, bye!